Hey guitar friends, Bob Strom here with All About Guitar Academy. And if you're just starting out at guitar, I've got good news for you. You're going to learn 10 chords today. That's right, 10 chords. And I'm going to take you through it really slow. These are the same chords I teach in some of my beginner courses. So I'm glad you're here. Grab your guitar, make sure you're in standard E tuning, and let's jump right into the lesson. I had an accident. I fell face first towards the ground, stuck my hands out to brace my fall, and I did some damage. I thought I broke my wrists, but fortunately I didn't. But I did enough damage to where it made it near impossible for me to make chords anymore on the guitar. And at the time, I had been playing guitar for more than 45 years. So this was very traumatic for me to not to even be able to make simple chords like an A major. It was impossible suddenly. So I created a course. It's called Fast Track Guitar, as I was relearning how to play guitar again. And what I found was the easiest way for me to relearn to play guitar, because I almost gave up. I really did. I almost started playing the piano, keyboards, almost completely gave up on guitar. But Fast Track Guitar was birthed by 2-finger chords. So if you've already taken the Fast Track Guitar course, that's fine. We're going to revisit these chords briefly, and then we're going to go into the next level. So what you heard me playing at the beginning of this video was E minor, C major 7, D sus 2, and then I went back to the E minor. Those are just simple 2-finger chords, all right? And that's how I had to relearn to play the guitar, to feel some success. And maybe you're feeling kind of like I did, where you're lost or you've gotten off track or you're just starting out, and you need to start with something simple. So let's start with that E minor chord. It looks like this. I'm using my middle finger and my third finger, and I'm making that chord. I'm playing all 6 strings, and I'm just strumming down 1 time. Now, here's a strumming pattern for you, because it's important to learn strumming patterns as well. So I'm going to kind of fast track you here. The strumming pattern I was using was down, down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, up, down. So if we did that E minor with that strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, it would sound like this. And that's all you have to do. Down, down, up, down, up, down. You'll also notice I'm just lightly playing the strings, and you'll hear some effect coming from my amplifier. I've got a little chorus effect on it. I'm on a clean channel on my Black Star amp. It's just a little practice amp. But you can do this on an acoustic guitar as well. So we've got E minor. The next chord that I teach in my Fast Track Guitar course is C major 7. And it looks like this, and it sounds like this. I'm only playing 5 strings though. I'm playing string 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm not playing the low E string, string 6. Very pretty chord, C major 7. So let's connect these 2 chords together, and I'll show you how easy it is to transition between them. If we start with our E minor, we've got finger 2, my middle finger, and finger 3 on the 2nd fret of string 5 and 4. I'm playing all 6 strings. Now to get to C major 7, all I've got to do is slide this middle finger up 1 fret. That's what we call a half step. A whole step would be 2 frets. I'm just going up 1 fret on the fretboard. And now you'll see how my fingers are. I'm going to put finger number 1 back down on that note that we were pressing on before for the E minor, which is an E note. It's on fret number 2 of string number 4, which is our D string. All right, I've got a C major 7, and I'm only playing 5 strings though. I'm starting with string number 5 and playing down. So I'll do that again for you. You'll also notice that my thumb is up here. For these, what we call open basic chords, I want to keep my thumb up here. Now, some of my students, they slide a little bit this way depending on the size of their hand, and that's okay, but you want to be able to see that thumb up here for your open basic chords. All right, and that's going to be for all the chords we do in this lesson. So we've got E minor. Now I'm just going to slide that middle finger up here to the next fret, and I'm going to put that index finger back down on that 2nd fret. C major 7. Now what I'm going to do is play what we call a D sus2. It's a D chord. Looks like that. And what I'm doing, I've got my index finger, finger 1, on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, which is our G string. And then my finger number 3 is here on the 3rd fret of the B string, string number 2. And I'm only playing 4 strings. And that is a D sus2 is what we call that. But you can just call it a D chord. And it's okay if you hit that that extra string like I did. We want to try to play 4 strings. String 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that is a D sus2. It might be a little bit of a challenge to move from that C major 7th over here to D sus2, but here's the key to that. Don't worry about making such a smooth chord transition at first. What you want to do is make sure your fingers are in the right spot. Thumb is up here, index finger is right here where it needs to be, 3rd finger is where it needs to be, and you're pressing down hard enough where you can hear all the notes. And D is one of the harder chords. So once you've got this one, congratulations, you've done one of the harder chords. The reason I call it a harder chord is because I see that a lot with new students. Making a D chord is not always such an easy thing. Hey guitar friend, if you're enjoying this lesson and you want to take it a step further, make sure you go to bobstrom.com, get your free Fast Start Kit. It's totally free, 6 weeks worth of lessons. Learn your first song in 6 weeks or less. I'll see you there. Okay, so we've done 3 chords now, and these are just 2-finger chords. We're going to learn 2 more 2-finger chords. And you may already know these, but this is a G6. It's a G chord, but it's a simplified G major. We call it G6. We've got our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. So that's our G note right there, by the way. And then we've got our index finger on that 2nd fret of the A string. It's a B note. And then we're playing all the strings, all 6 strings. All right, and you'll see that my thumb did go down a little bit. And that's okay, it's still right here providing leverage. And we want to make sure our elbow's in the right spot as well. We don't want it right up next to us. We do that for bar chords, but not for these. We just want it right here where it feels right. You shouldn't be feeling any pain at all. And that's our G6. All right, so we've got a G chord now. The next chord is going to be A sus2. I know it's a fancy word, but it's an easy chord. Remember the E minor? We're just going to pretend we've got a rubber band around both fingers. We're going to move that E minor over 1 string on the next 2 strings over towards the floor. So take that E minor off of the fretboard and put it right here on string number 4 and 3. And we're going to play 5 strings. String 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. and that's an A chord, A sus2. So again, we've got G6. Now we're going to do an A sus2, just like an E minor chord shape, but we're going to be one string down closer towards the floor on those two strings, string 4 and 3. Now that we've learned those 2-finger chords, let's learn some 3-finger chords that are very similar to those. I want you to go to your E minor. Now see how my index finger is sticking straight up. Yours should be too. You want to take your index finger and put it down on the first fret of string number 3, our G string. Press down on that string while you're holding the E minor and play all 6 strings. That is an E major. Notice how it sounds a little bit happier than the E minor. E minor is a little melancholy. You could almost put it in a scary movie or a sad song, right? But don't get me wrong, I love E minor. We use it a lot. But E major just sounds a little happier. And that's the best way to tell the difference between minor and major chords, in my opinion, especially as a beginner. The happier sounding ones are usually going to be major chords. So anyway, we've got E major. Okay, we just added an extra finger there, created an E major. Now, what if we wanted to do a G major instead of a G6? Well, it's going to be a pretty easy transition. Remember your G6. Now see how this finger is kind of sitting right here? I'm going to put that finger down here on the 3rd fret of the first string, the high E string. It should sound like that. That's a G major. Okay, so we've got E major and G major. Now, if you remember your C major 7th, which looked like this, what I want you to do is take finger number 2, your middle finger, and the 3rd finger, make that C major 7th chord with those 2 fingers, and then see how your index finger is right here? Just put that down on the 1st fret of the B string, string number 2, and now you've got a C major. All right? See how that works? Okay. Now we're going to go to our D sus2. Remember that chord? And see how my middle finger is sticking up here? I'm just going to put that down on fret number 2 of the high E string, string number 1. And now I've got a D major. Okay, great. Now let's do one more chord. We're going to take our A sus2 and create an A minor out of it. So remember, A sus2 is just like an E minor chord shape, but it's 2 strings down towards the floor. So we're going to put those 2 fingers on fret number 2 of string number 4 and 3. And my index finger sticking up here, I'm going to put it down on the 1st fret. It's the same chord shape as an E major, but everything's moved down towards the floor. And we're going to play 5 strings. We've got an A minor now. Doesn't that sound pretty? It's our A minor. All right, so just to recap, we just learned E major, G major, C major, D major, and A minor. So hey, guitar friends, I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you liked the kind of teaching I do and the content, make sure you go to this video next, check it out, or this playlist down here to master the basics of guitar, or better yet, come see me at bobstrom.com. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next video.